day in the water plant at Unity Village. This is a super special place to be able to get to come to, and I am so glad. I am sitting on the filter water pipe down here in the basement of the water plant. We're going to go up and see the tanks in a minute, but I wanted to tell you about this place because it is one of our amazing prosperity stories of Unity Village. So take a gander at all the pipes, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I also want to mention I can't paint all the walls down here for one of our Nehemiah service retreats. So we are in the original part of the water plant, which, as you can see, was finished in 1928. And one of the amazing things about the prosperity story of the water here is that because they put in the water system all those years ago, and they put the tower in and the dams, these systems saved the Unity Village so much money. To this day, having our own water system and having control of our own water system is something that keeps us, we are connected to Lee Summit, which is the next town, and we can flip over to that, but we don't have to, and it saves us so much money to do that. So, you know, when they decided to put this system in, of course, there wasn't a grid to plug into, but it is really an amazing way to, it's a story of longevity and a story of our forefathers taking care of us now, and part of what we get to continue to take care of into the future. So I think that's amazing that we still, having running this system, paying the guy to run the system, all the chemicals, all the upgrades, all that stuff, still, it's better for us to do it our own. So thank you to the people who built the dam and this system all those years ago. So here we are with all the tanks. So this is where the water first comes in from the lake, and it gets spun around here, and then it goes through. And here's something interesting. So it goes through all these. I'm going to show you all the pools that it goes through. So then it goes over here, and each time it goes through, so it looks like, see, that's a reflection of the wall. Isn't that cool? Because it's so still. And then it goes back underneath, and it goes through there, and see how it has to be at the top where it's clear. You can actually see how clear the water is right along there. Can you see that? So the fun thing is we pump the water, of course, from the lake up to the plant, but then once it starts back up there, it's all gravity fed. So then it goes there. Once again, that's a reflection on the water of the room. And then over here, it's all gravity fed. And then the next time we use pumps to move it is when it's pumped up to the water tower. So this part that I'm in right now was added on at some point. But you can see that's the old stucco exterior wall of the original portion of the water plant. And then if you go through here, there's a couple more tanks in there. I'll show you some over there. See? Ta-da! So these are the original ones. And look, you can see like the beams underneath, and that makes the water has to get clear. And I don't understand what all these things mean, but look at all this interesting equipment. And this is where the raw water comes in. And it has a little, it has various chemicals and things added to it to process this. And here's a cool thing. Right in this little thing, it's got ridges inside that makes it spin, so that it's helping the water move around, and then once again drop its any sediment or anything. So anyway, that is a view of the water filtration process from a layperson's point of view at Unity Village. So right now we're out at where the intake is on Unity Lake 1. And so right down there is a pipe that it's got a filter on it, of course, so that the fishes don't end up in the water plant. And that pipe goes down, we're going to show it in a minute, down behind you, and that is where the water goes into the water plant. And of course, you know, once again, all the buildings at Unity Village have got to be cute. So we've got, instead of just like a little building to cover where the pipe is here at Unity Village, now we've got a little castle in the middle of the lake. And so we finished our tour of the water plant out on the dam. This dam was first consulted about in 1924 because they kept finding oil and they needed water. And so they built the dam, and it was completed in 1927. Now this hill behind me over here has so many natural springs in it that even when it doesn't rain for months, the level of the lake stays plenty full to keep the village filled with water. This dam was the first concrete buttress dam west of the Mississippi when it was built. We don't know how long for sure, how long that lasted. But people would come and check out this dam, people who were interested in things like that, engineers, because of the innovation that it was. Now, if we look over that way real quick, you can actually see the water plant. You can see the original water plant, which is the stucco portion. And there was actually an apartment above it. And then you can see the added on part with the tanks and the ponds that we were into before. So thank you for joining me for Unity Village Unlocked. I hope that you enjoyed learning more about all of this water system stuff here at Unity Village. I think it's really an amazing part of our abundance, and I'm glad I got to share it with you. Thanks to the facilities guys for helping me out.